Good evening, families, students. Welcome to the Ellenville P-TECH Academy open house presentation. I'm going to go through a variety of slides. My name is Andre Spinelli. I am going to be the P-TECH Academy principal. Currently, I serve in the role as middle school principal, so many of your children probably already know who I am, and many of you may already know who I am. I'm going to go through the presentation slide by slide, explain the program to the best of my ability. At the end of the presentation, there will be some slides with the submitted questions along with those answers. And don't worry if you miss something. This is going to be available on the district YouTube channel for quite a bit of time, and the presentation itself will eventually be available on the district website. So thank you for joining us tonight, and without further ado, we'll get started. What is the New York State Pathways in Technology Early College High School Program, otherwise known as New York State P-TECH? Well, it's a public and private partnership, and it's meant to prepare students of New York State for high skills jobs of the future in technology, manufacturing, healthcare, and finance. The New York State P-TECH model delivers 5 core benefits to students. It's a rigorous and relevant grades 9 through 14 education focused on the knowledge and skills students need for careers in the STEM fields. There's a huge benefit right here at no cost to the family. And you may be wondering right now, grades 9 through 14, I only thought there was grades 9 through 12. You are correct, but years 13 and 14 are taken at the community college campus. Actually, so too is year 12, but we'll get to that. But they're talking primarily about your years at SUNY Ulster in years 13 and 14. Workplace learning is another component, and that includes ongoing mentoring, worksite visits, speakers, and internships. There is going to be intensive individualized academic support by high school and college faculty within an extended academic year or potentially school day. You're going to, as a student, at the conclusion of this program, get an Associate's of Applied Science degree or certificate in a high-tech field, and the commitment of being first in line for a job with the participating business partners upon successful completion of the program. The 6-year program combines high school, college, and career training all into one. And it's targeted to the underserved and or economically at-risk students. For example, students whose parents have not attended college, or potentially even those who would qualify for free and reduced lunch, etc. The P-TECH program is funded by a grant, and the Ellenville Central School District got a $2.5 million grant to operate the New York State P-TECH program. So this is at no additional cost to the taxpayer to fund this program. The partnership will include K through 12, higher education, and a business and employer partners. And at the bottom of the screen there, you do see the Ellenville School District seal, SUNY Ulster, and the Council of Industry. Those are the business and employer partners, the Council of Industry. Each partner has its own unique responsibilities. Ellenville Central School District is going to immerse the students in a college-going culture and environment in the 9th grade. It's going to provide academic interventions so that students are prepared to start college coursework no later than 10th grade. We're going to provide extended learning time, and we're also going to identify, target, and recruit students from the target population. SUNY Ulster is going to identify the coursework needed for the students to earn their AAS. Degree pathways that we will have offered for students are manufacturing technology and network administration. The Council of Industry is the other partner that I spoke about a couple of slides ago. They are going to provide mentorship opportunities. They're going to be providing workplace visits, speakers, job shadowing, internships, and apprenticeships for participating students. And they're going to identify the jobs that will be filled by students, meaning the job does not require any additional college degrees or other programs of study. So once you complete the P-TECH program, you are employable. It's not like coming out of high school and being kind of employable. This is coming out of a 2-year college program, and you are employable in one of two fields that I mentioned earlier: network administration or manufacturing technology. What are some of the requirements of the students in the program? Well, first-year students are required to participate in a summer program. This is a non-negotiable item and will be approximately 2 weeks in length. Team building, becoming familiar with the program and the faculty, practicing how to engage project-based learning, which is also known as PBL. Those are all things that we're going to learn together during that summer experience. And it's yet to be determined if that's going to be full day, half day, but realize there is a short summer commitment for all students involved. Students will need to remain in the program through year 6 in order to receive their AAS and their chosen pathway. They're going to have to attend school regularly. They're going to have to work in collaboration with the other students and teachers in P-TECH and industry partners. They're also going to need to learn to advocate for themselves, speak up, let the teachers, the counselors, myself, your peers, let them know when you need assistance or additional support and help with the work. Have a sense of pride. You're considered a college student from the first day of the program, and be willing to come to the program with a fresh perspective and exhibit college behavior. It doesn't matter if you were feeling like you weren't being a successful student in the past. It doesn't matter if maybe you didn't get the greatest grades or maybe you even had some attendance issues. You are right for the program, and we can potentially help you. How about requirements for the family members? After all, it's a partnership of everyone here. Parents and family members will need to meet with myself, Mr. Spinelli, along with their child to review expectations and the commitment for the program prior to beginning. These meetings will be in person, and they will follow appropriate health and safety protocols. Both the student and the parent or guardian will sign off on a contract solidifying the acceptance of the student into the P-TECH program. Please know that if a parent or guardian is unavailable, a family member can come. We do ask that it is an adult family member, but we are willing to meet with nearly any adult family member that is available at that given time. Please be a willing partner in the progression and growth of your child. Understand that the P-TECH program requirements are rather prescriptive, so opportunities for electives outside of the P-TECH program may be limited. And of course, celebrate the successes that your child will be a part of through the duration of their time in the program. What's the student experience going to look like? Well, prior to the start of grade 9 during the summer, P-TECH students will participate in a mandatory freshman experience. This event will allow P-TECH staff and partners to build relationships using engaging activities that will prepare students for a successful transition from middle school to their early college high school experience. During their first 2 years, P-TECH students will receive that intensive support I spoke about. They're going to complete the Big 5 Regents exams: Algebra 1, Global, US, History, ELA, and Living Environment. We're going to learn how to effectively collaborate in the classroom and the workplace, learn and put into practice college and workplace readiness skills, engage in workplace learning challenges designed by industry partners, increase critical thinking and global thinking skills through real-world project-based experiences, improve written and spoken communication skills, learn strategies for self-discipline, and earn up to 6 college credits. So that's a lot in years 1 or 2. And I know it seems like a lot to chew for, your typical 9th or 10th grade student, but believe me, it can be done. People are doing this all over the place. There are over 200 something P-TECH programs in existence in the world. There are over 100 in existence in the United States, and a bunch of those are in existence here in the state of New York. One over at Ulster Bosse's, which is called the Pathways Academy. Another one down in Rockland County called Hudson Valley P-TECH Academy. The original P-TECH Academy actually is still in existence, and that centered around came out of Brooklyn. By the start of grade 11, this is now year 3, students will have formally declared their pathway, which would be manufacturing technology or network administration, and they're going to begin to expand the walls of their classroom through experiences at Ulster and SUNY Ulster. So the first Ulster being the BOCES Career and Tech Center, the second being SUNY Ulster's campus over in Stone Ridge. Don't worry, we will provide transportation wherever necessary. During this year, P-TECH students will complete remaining coursework here at Ellenville. They're going to take some classes at Ulster BOCES aligned to their pathway. You might be saying, what do you mean Ulster BOCES? Well, if you think of it this way, when you are a junior in high school, which is year 3, that is generally speaking the year that students would choose to attend vocational programs, otherwise known as VOTEC, spend some of their day here on campus and another part of their day at the BOCES campus. The machinery, the equipment is incredibly expensive, way more expensive than $2.5 million can purchase. So we need to lean on some of our other partners to provide those items for our students to work on and work with. They're going to take college classes at SUNY Ulster aligned to their pathway, and they're going to begin the job shadowing and industry partner experience. They may even also have an opportunity for a paid internship. In years 4 through 6, we're going to have this experience for students. By grade 12, students will be done with their coursework at Ellenville High School and will be full-time college students on the campus of SUNY Ulster. During grade 12, students will remain eligible to participate in extracurricular activities and athletics at Ellenville High School. During these years, P-TECH students will continue to take college classes, continue job shadowing, have paid internship opportunities, complete all of their requirements to receive their high school diploma and associate's degree, and their Ellenville High School diploma and SUNY Ulster's associates are awarded upon completion of both programs. Just a quick word about extracurriculars and sports. Please understand, this is an intensive program. It needs to have your undivided attention. The academic responsibilities are large. It doesn't mean you can't play sports or perhaps be a part of some sort of extracurricular. However, it may come to a point where you need additional help, where you need additional support. That might mean extended day type programs that are directly linked with the P-TECH program. So please be aware of that. How do you apply? Well, originally, we would have had a paper application in most years. However, this year we are going with an online application. It's going to be through a Google form. It'll be accessible through your student's Google account here at the school. And that online application deadline is going to be Friday, May 7th of 2021. The applications will be available starting next week. They are not available at this time. And you simply will go on and you will answer the questions online, and then those answers will get directly to me. This application will be available in both English and Spanish. You might be thinking to yourself, well, what if there are too many students that sign up for this program or are interested in this program? That could occur because any given cohort year meaning how many students can we actually take into the program on a year-to-year basis, that number is about 20 to 25 students each year. So the first cohort is going to be about 20 to 25 students. That means if we have 30 students, 35 students, we may have to go to a weighted lottery system. And this is what the weighted lottery will look like. You get certain number of points, and then those points are added up and totaled. And then it literally generates a list. So what happens after the application is submitted? Well, here's the timeline. May 7th is going to be the application deadline. The 14th, students will be notified of an interview, date and time. Those student interviews will take place from May 17th through May 21st. And then May 24th, the lottery will occur if needed. May 25th, students and families will be notified of their acceptance. And then the 26th through June 4th, the family member and the student will meet with the principal. And then June 15th is commitment day. Hopefully we can maybe do a little something outside, a little celebration, COVID dependent, of course. And then summer 2020, a 2-week orientation, and the first day of college, which is what it is called, the first day of college here on our campus at Ellenville Central School District starts in September of 2020. So right now I'm going to go through some of the questions that came in from parents and other family members, and I'll go through them one at a time and expand on a couple. And if you have any other questions that aren't addressed here, I'm going to provide my contact information so that you can reach out to me. So what time during the day will students be in P-TECH, and how will it be incorporated into their regular schoolwork? Students will be in P-TECH all day. It's a full curriculum and a school within a school model. What does that mean? Well, a school within a school model literally means you have Ellenville Central School District, Ellenville High School, and then you have a little small component school within there known as Ellenville P-TECH Academy. And those students that are in the Ellenville P-TECH Academy will move from class to class, place to place, largely with each other. They may intermingle with other students in their grade during lunch, potentially during PE. But other than that, they are largely going to be together almost all day long. And that is what a true school within a school model is. It's about creating a family atmosphere. It's about creating a new type of atmosphere, a welcoming atmosphere, and one in which students who maybe ordinarily didn't feel comfortable in a larger school atmosphere to feel much more comfortable and much more relaxed, and therefore much more willing to learn and engage in the learning process. When a student attends SUNY Ulster in 12th grade, will there be a school bus, or do they take regular buses to SUNY Ulster? There will be transportation provided by the district. So very likely that will be in the form of a school bus. Where will internships take place? How often and who are mentoring industry partners? Internships will take place with the industry partners who are involved with the Council for Industry. These companies are located in the Mid-Hudson Valley area and have had a standing relationship with Ulster BOCES and their Pathways Academy. I can tell you that you are able to Google Council of Industry Council for Industry, and you'll be able to see a lot of the businesses that are involved with it. And I have had the opportunity to kind of be almost like a fly on the wall for some of the Hudson Valley Pathways Academy workplace learning challenges, and the industry partners are amazing. They're super excited about what the students are presenting. They're wonderful with the students. They critique them and give them critical feedback, but they don't pull them down. They don't degrade them. They really are there and interested in building them up and interested in making them a part of the workforce that they're looking for, or if it's not with them, making them employable in the future. What supplies will students need for P-TECH? At this point, they will need normal school supplies. However, additional supplies, if needed, will be communicated to the students and the families. What are normal school supplies? Pens, pencils, notebook. We'll provide them with technology, just as we are providing technology now. As a parent, how can I help my child succeed in the program? Be supportive. Understand that some things may not come easy for them, and continue to encourage them to work hard and attend regularly. If you work hard, you attend regularly, and you understand that there may be some failures with a project, there may be some stumbling blocks. Those aren't the end. You move past those, you move forward, you learn from them. And that's what P-TECH is about. That's what the Ellenville P-TECH Academy is going to be about. The teachers that are going to be part of it, that's going to be their mantra to the students. This is going to be a really exciting opportunity for students of Ellenville. Do students have a choice when deciding if they want network administration or manufacturing technology? Yes, they do. They get to choose their pathway. Will all 20 to 25 students follow the same curriculum? With regard to their high school coursework, generally yes. However, depending on the pathway chosen, whether that be network administration or manufacturing technology, the collegiate coursework will begin to differ for students as they progress through the program. Now, there may be a few high school courses, I don't know, we're all kind of embarking on this journey together that might wind up being different for one or two students, but that'll be on a case-by-case basis. How are students graded, and will there be a syllabus provided as to what is expected from the student each year? Students will be graded on the traditional 0 to 100 numerical scale. There will be teachers dedicated to P-TECH and some who push in to provide instruction in other mandated subjects. It is expected that each student will receive a course syllabus from their teachers for each class. If my daughter were to take P-TECH classes, would she still have her regular classes? Students in P-TECH will be moving as a cohort of students, as I explained earlier. This means that students will be together most of the day and will be with one another in the majority of their classes. However, students will still be taking their regular classes, such as English, math, physical education, etc. So you're taking your regular high school classes in addition to moving towards getting your associates in applied sciences. And the first college level coursework you will take is likely to be something called Computer Science 101. Ooh, that's a scary title. Believe me when I tell you, it is nowhere near as scary as you might think. It is relatively basic, but we want to get people started, as early as possible. And it's a sense of pride when you finish that first college level course. What are the requirements to be considered for this program? The P-TECH program will be targeted to underserved and/or economically at-risk students. For example, students whose parents have not attended college, those who qualify for free or reduced lunch, etc. However, there are no prerequisites in terms of grades, attendance, or coursework. Will a student be able to complete any of the coursework online? There is potential for some collegiate coursework to be online, but if due to the pandemic, New York State allows for online students, then P-TECH will accommodate that as well. Will the student graduate high school earlier through this program? No. Students will still walk with their class on their expected date of graduation, but students will be receiving their AAS and their high school diplomas upon successful completion of the 6-year program. Are any of the courses transferable to 4-year degrees in universities? Yeah, some may be transferable. And some students who have been in the current Ulster-BOCES program are, undoubtedly looking to go to 4-year schools. Others are not. The wonderful thing about the P-TECH program is the fact that you're coming out of this with a degree. You're coming out of this with a degree at no cost to the family. You're coming out of this with a degree that is giving you an employable skill, a highly sought after employable skill. What will the interview process look like for students? The interview process will be with Mr. Spinelli and potentially some P-TECH staff members. This interview will gauge the interest levels of the students and help them to understand the level of commitment that is going to be necessary for them to succeed. If too many students apply, will there be a waiting list, and how will that work? Should this occur, we will utilize the lottery system that was discussed earlier in the presentation. Students who are placed on a waiting list may be brought into the program prior to September should a student move out of district or decide they do not want to commit. Unfortunately, students cannot join the program after September of their freshman year of high school. It's just too intensive of a program to come in midstream or junior year. I wish we could somehow make that exception. It's been shown to me and proven to me time and time again that we really just cannot. Well, if one of your questions was not answered or you would like to talk to me more about the program personally, please contact me at any one of these ways, either through this email address msprincipal@ecs.k12.ny.us, or via phone at 845-647-0126. And if I don't get to your call right away, either leave a voicemail or a message with one of the secretaries, and I'll absolutely call you back. Please just let somebody know that you're calling with regard to the P-TECH program so that I can kind of have some information handy should you need it. Like I said, the application will be available online. It will be available next week, and it's going to be available in both English and Spanish. And interested students can reach out to me through their email address. Parents, guardians, family members, you can reach out to me via phone or through this email address, and I will make sure that an application gets out to you. Our guidance counselor, Mrs. Chapin, is also discussing the program with students during her meetings. So we already have a good handful of students that are interested. I'm really excited about the program. I can't wait to be a part of the inaugural year of the Ellenville P-TECH Academy. And I know that the staff members that we're already bringing on board are super excited about it as well. I know the district is excited. I speak for everybody when I say that this is a tremendous opportunity for Ellenville Central School District and really the Ellenville community. So I thank you for spending some time with me tonight, and please do not hesitate to reach out.